Bricks look just like that, boy.
Bryson. You think you've overcome, but the war has only just begun. This is only the beginning of sorrows. How much more can you stand to lose when all is lost? But if a battle is what you want,
chess with the devil, he's white and I'm black, he plays E4, he hasn't revealed his attack. As I play the Karokan, his children tries to distract with all the sex and all the sin they push on all of these apps. But before I collapse, perhaps I make my next move my best before I fall off the track. He goes D4, then advance, that's my chance to get back. Only fans model screaming for me to just chill and relax. A bottle of vodka appears, I used to sip that. I push the C-pond again, I cannot fall for your trap. Saying the bishop hit me in check, I've been waiting on that. Saying the night protects the king, and you can't get me back. Saying I'ma live right until them horns go off. He looked at me and said, well, that's your loss. I said, you should look at what that costs. He said, the Lord is not your boss.
What are you willing to give up?
He takes, I takes, we make the exchange. He takes my pawn on C5, he thought that I let it hang. Bring up the queen, that's a check, as I yell out God's name. I told him this for Yahweh, so don't think it's a game. He boxed with the knight, okay. I pick up the pawn, surfacing my grass. Right now, I'm on the lawn. He brings out the other knight. If it's on, then it's on. I pin his knight to his queen with my bitch, so we strong. Devil thought I was the old me. Keep dead, now my flesh can't control me. What's that? Yeah, the Holy Spirit told me that you at my feet, you're below me. Ooh. He tried to send thoughts my way, but I blocked that. Don't you know I got a wife, Satan? Yeah, I like that. He tried to entice me with porn, don't watch that. And I got the armor on, I'm ready for combat. He want a queen trade, okay, let's get it. He takes with the knight, as I bring back my bishop. The other knight to E2, I don't know why he did it. I pushed the E-pawn, he pushed the C-pawn with the quickness. Now my pawn attacking this knight, he takes it back to F3, I know that we in the fight. I go to 97, now I think the timing is right. He takes his knight to G5, wait, now you in my sights. Push the F-pawn, you gon' give me something for free. He takes the knight back, well okay, let me see. Knight to C6, the pawn has to do something on E. He brings the bishop out the garden, now I'm sensing defeat. G-pawn to threaten bishop, now he has to retreat. To the G-square, push the pawn again, his knight feel the heat. He takes it to D, okay, now the pawn looking sweet. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, boy you weak. Saying what you're doing cause it's time, and we know who wins, so you might as well resign. Getting to the end and you now see the sign. Guess not, cause we know you lead the blind. I'ma live right until them horns go off. He looked at me and said, well, that's your loss. I said, you should look at what that costs. He said, the Lord is not your boss.
July 7th, F3 is on the way, but I don't think you really understand how it's about to go down. So let me break it down for you.
This is a public service announcement.
Performing live, we have Sarah.
Stepping for the Lord, so don't play with me. Most people don't like me, but they swear they gonna pray for me.
Also performing No Name Servant and Big Homie Yerb.
Ride with. Ride through my city with the sword on me. Ride with. On the highway, byway.
Of course, we can't forget Zoog and Jamel the Trunk Rattler. Purchase your early bird tickets before May 30th at 3mgmusic.com. You can purchase your entry tickets, VIP tents, family packages, and vendor tables. You can also sign up to be an F3 volunteer. The event will be at Post Road Park on the west side. Meet us at the goal line for the second annual Fringed Up Family Fest, presented by 3MG Music.
Look around, he in the midst.
Father told me one day I'll find peace in every way, but in search for a clue, wrong things I was bound to do. For the clouds tell me why, as I grew with strength, Father kept me as I repent. Give me the will to be free, purpose to live is reality. Find myself never alone, changes to come to make me strong.
Gotta spread that word when them killers swerve. Embrace the pain in the midst of hurt. Broad is the way we took the narrow road. Took it on the chin, you can't knock me out. I'll be wrong if I let this shit slide. Yeah, we started from the bottom, Jacob's ladder we climbed. God's chosen, his precious design. Renew your mind and get better with time. My past filthy, no disinfect, casting down lies. The world out of course, and we got next. I'm bearing fruit till you see progress. Getting wings from the milk, just trust the process. And seek him early, and you will find him. It's battle within, searching for inner peace, yeah. Truth will set you free, yeah. I was blind, but now I see, yeah. Got my steps in the life I lead. Battle within, searching for inner peace, yeah. Truth will set you free, yeah. I was blind, but now I see, yeah. Got my steps in the life I lead. We come from broken homes, no food or no cable. Time to prosper, Lord provides, and he making it able. Most die in these jungle, trying not to stumble. Move on the humble, you see the light in the darkest tunnel. Hungry for the word like my ribs be touching. You can see him now, but who is you trusting? Turn nothing to something. Faith is the substance, like a shot clock above the game, we rising above it. Engraved in the palm of his hands, 10 toes I stand. Salt of the world, they season this blend. You my peace, you my pillar of rest. And being oppressed, eyes on to the stress. Just look around, just know that you blessed. It's battle within, searching for inner peace, yeah. Truth will set you free, yeah. I was blind, but now I see, yeah. Got my steps in the life I lead. Battle within, searching for inner peace, yeah. Truth will set you free, yeah. I was blind, but now I see, yeah. Got my steps in the life I lead.
Yo, we are back. Another week. I am Shia Yeshub Judah. We got Ayo Ben Yahoo and Benat Shalahayi as well. We would like to welcome everybody back to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. How you doing, brother?
Man, I am wonderful. Blessed. Another week.
Already.
We back again.
We back again.
Still in the penthouse. We ain't been in the top house or the beach house.
I know, right? Say, look here.
It's amazing. The Most High is grand. Because I sold thought the last couple hours. Like, yeah, we going to the tribe house. Yeah,
I wonder if they figure them Negroes over there gonna do they do. They gonna talk that talk.
Right. So they just like, you know what?
Just let them be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just let them be. So yeah, but hey, but if it mean anything, it's gonna be truth be told. As Cat Williams said, all lies will be exposed, right? That is true. But I understand YouTube, that it is your platform and that you got rules. So I'm never upset with you.
Right.
I'm never upset with you when you decide that you're gonna do what it is that you're gonna do.
Right.
But we gonna use this platform and we gonna talk that talk. How about that? We is gonna talk that talk.
I have one caveat to that.
What's that?
Need them to stop moving the goalposts.
Oh yeah,
you can't change the rules in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
How it works. But carry on.
We were just talking about that the other day, moving the goalposts. Certain platforms, if you were FOW and our complexion, talking about gossip and everything else, they let you ride. But you speak any truth, so yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Sis!
He just left me on there real quick.
He sure did.
I ain't mean to do that.
I thought I did it.
He always doing something. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up, Delta. Hold up. Wait a minute, Delta. There you go, baby.
You know what?
There you go, baby.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about that, kid? How about that?
Okay. Gonna bring in now?
No.
Okay.
You gotta let me get this right.
Okay.
You gotta let me play with some stuff for a second here.
Delta, I'm so sorry.
Now you can bring in.
Okay. There we go. All right.
We had to get our graphic right.
Right.
Man, got an ear over there. Okay, all right. But yeah, I want to say, shalom to everybody that is here. Look like we up to 19 today right now. And I'm appreciative of that. You guys have absolutely no idea. If you are new to this channel and you on Facebook, please smash that like button. Please subscribe as well to the show. With that being said, I'm gonna turn it over to our dear sister Delta from the Light Hebrew magazine, and also Banat Shalahaya, and let them do what it is that they do. And welcome to the show.
Shalom, everybody. It's gonna be an interesting show tonight. I can tell by how it starts.
It's the coffee. Blame it on the coffee.
What's in your coffee?
No, just right. No, but yeah, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How is everybody?
Sis, we good. How you?
I'm good.
I cannot complain. I'm glad it's getting hot outside. I don't like to be cold, so I'm glad it's finally getting hot outside.
We
less
outside.
cooking for me, more grilling for him. It's good.
Right. So the role switch.
Right. I was just about to say the role switch. You gonna
the role switch. Yeah.
I can prep and clean up all day. I'm with that.
Right. Grilling sure sound good too. I might have to go in and get us a grill.
Thank you, Miss Wanda. I love you, sis.
She's got the glow, man. The roof.
Yeah, she do. She does.
Yeah. My hair did. That's all that happened.
Hey, well, you know what happened when our hair get did. You know how we feel.
Everything
you know how we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Yes. We appreciate it.
It's been a pretty good day. Yeah, I'm liking this weather though, for real.
I am as well. I tell people all the time I take 100 degrees over cold any day.
Any day.
Yeah, I really will.
You know we from Texas.
Right.
Boy, listen, y'all about like Atlanta, Texas got y'all own sun. Y'all got
we do.
Whole number.
We do. Yeah, and each part in Texas so big that each part of Texas got its own different type of heat. Like Houston heat is not like Dallas, and Dallas heat is not like West Texas heat. But it's sure enough gonna be hot though. That's the common denominator. It is going to be hot. Yeah. So what we got going on? What we got?
Have y'all seen the new issue of the Light Hebrew magazine with Big Homie Yerb on that thing? So yes, if y'all have not, make sure that you go and check that issue out. It's one of my favorite issues thus far. I like the articles. I like the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We getting geared up for F3. We in May. We got 2 months to go. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 months to go. It's up. So yeah. So new artists have started getting announced. We got Sarah Mia. Is it Sarah Mia? We got that sis on the roster. Shout out to Jamel, the trunk rattler. He's in the chat.
All praises.
Stage. Yo, you already know you gonna do something on that thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do
sing a little something. You know what I'm saying? So yes, big homie Yerp, Yasmin Israel. There's been some people that have received emails about performing at the meet and greet. Unfortunately, guys, if you have not received an email that said that you got accepted to perform, most likely you did not get accepted to perform. So all of the acceptance.
I was wondering what my email was at.
I knew you
try again next year. Try again next year.
I was waiting.
I wonder what my email. I'm gonna have to holler at you, Mono. Catch me outside.
And I really hope people do not be in their bag, y'all, because it wasn't. I know Mono be on here talking his stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it really was not all up to him.
Right.
It didn't all have to do with talent and just people not liking your music or whatever. It had a lot to do with time. It had. I
was about to say that because I know y'all got a lot, right? So everybody, you can't fit everybody. This is not Woodstock.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully next year we can have 2 stages going on. You know what I'm saying? We got to grow. We got to get there to grow. So we love everybody, you know, and it's so many people that submitted. We cannot guarantee that we can send 200 denial emails back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that's why, you know, if you haven't received one, go into your email and check. Maybe you haven't accepted the email. Who knows? Because you Negroes do not check y'all email like you're supposed to. You know what I'm going to start doing?
Throwing darts.
Now,
she throwing rocks, man.
Emails. And I'm going to have an expiration
shots fired
on the gift card.
Facts. Somebody over there moving their toes out the way.
You on the team with them. Yeah, sure. You don't like to check your email either.
She's shooting at me, man.
I told y'all, look what I got to work with.
Yes. Why? Y'all,
if you need a response, you need to email the production manager because otherwise you won't get one. And if you do, it'll be 2 weeks later.
Hey,
not gonna happen.
Hey,
boom. You email Sheer, you like, you know what? I need to call.
I be still checking my Hotmail.
Crickets.
I be.
And he be want me to.
Yeah, I be checking my AOL.
And look, I'm just as bad or even worse. He be like, "Hey, yo, you help me look out for the emails. We both listen. You get the email?" I'm like,
shout out to Malcolm for helping you.
Listen, Malcolm is my wifeager. My manager slash
right.
I'm telling you, I be lost in the soul.
So y'all, if y'all have not received an email that says that you, what do you say? It ain't
I mean, he throwing under the bus.
Shout out to Mono, House of Mono, man. Mono, we know it ain't you.
What's happening, Mono?
So yeah, everything, like I said, is getting geared up. Yeah, so y'all go check your email right now. If you're watching this live, go check your email right now. You may have an acceptance letter. I don't know. I don't personally know all of the artists that got accepted. You know, so while people is always because they book who they want, that's not true. Because I don't know some of the artists that are gonna be on there. You know, some of my partners is on there, but they ain't on there just because of me, though. You know,
just the thing though, Delta. I appreciate you trying to explain right and trying to make people feel good, but we dealing with Judah, right? And it ain't nothing that you gonna say that's gonna, you know what I'm, yeah, exactly. If them Negroes gonna be in their feelings, guess what? They gonna be in their feelings. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like Mono say, it ain't enough day for everybody, man. Like, I mean, people coming from far and wide. We gonna get in, get what we can get. We gonna eat. We gonna have a good time. We gotta move around. And by the time, and if you just did everybody, you got to think by the time some of them artists get up, they gonna be tired. They own self, man. They ain't gonna even want to perform.
I was tired and I ain't sang one song.
Right.
I didn't do no time before.
Right. Time home.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be full of sugar
Right.
I mean, we just gonna be out there full hot.
Right. It's gonna be hot.
You know, it's y'all, it's only enough room for so many. So I'm excited about the people that is, you know what I'm saying? We got, like I was saying, Kanal 104, Big Homie Yerp, Paisley, Hezekiah, Jasmine Israel, Shanaim, Lamar, Yasharal, Zoo, No Name Servant.
Man, listen.
They even got the Hebrew comedian coming, man. Clifton Simmons is coming, and he's hilarious.
It's gonna be even bigger than this
comedian.
What's his name again?
Clifton Simmons. I think that's right. If I'm wrong, Mono, please put it in the chat. But I believe his name is Clifton Simmons, and yeah, he's gonna be hosting and doing some comedy skits at the meet and greet, at the official meet and greet. It's a whole weekend. It's the whole vibe. You know, so I'm gonna be there. Everybody on this panel gonna be there. We're gonna be kicking it, y'all. So if you have not got your tickets to the F3 Fest #2, you better go head over there to 3mgmusic.com and purchase your tickets. It's definitely gonna be hot out there. So if you know you're gonna be hot, you need to go ahead and purchase your VIP tent. If you are a vendor, you want to make some money, you've been sitting on your products all year, this is the event to come on out to and get your money back. Go ahead and get a vendor table at F3. They was everywhere out there supporting. People was buying stuff that I didn't even know vendors had for sale out there. Like, it was crazy out there. There was big people walking around. There was a big Judah lion walking around. There was all kinds of stuff going on at F3 Fest. And it's only going to be bigger and better this year. So you guys make sure that you head over to 3mgmusic.com.
Yeah.
Stuff right.
Look.
What's up?
Last year, Wani pointed, look, yo, that a lion. I said, boy, Snap, I don't know what you're talking about. And I looked, I said, oh, it is a lion.
What kind of lion? What y'all talking about? A lion?
Like a mascot. It was a
with the crown and everything. Yeah. I was like, I said, boy, Snap, you don't know what you talking about.
Oh, like a mascot with somebody in it, lion. Okay. We ain't talking about like a LSU tiger. Okay. I'm trying to get under. Yeah, I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm like, say, man, what is y'all talking about?
F3 ain't no zoo. Now, y'all, now. We don't want no monkeys.
None of that.
If it don't rough and meow, we can't do it. So
can't do it.
Leave it at the house.
Right. Oh, praises. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Sound like it's gonna be great.
Definitely
sound like it's gonna be great. We want to thank Monologue and the F3 family as well. Also, the Light Hebrew magazine for putting in this work. People do not understand what be going on behind the scenes to make stuff like this happen. People just show up and have a good time, and they, and they think that it just happened. No, it did not just happen. It was some work that went into this thing, man.
Oh, praises. It's a lot. It definitely is. And this, the thing about this year is there's so many people involved. Like, there's so many people, volunteering, being involved, helping out with different positions in the event. It's like everybody's gotten together in unity to put this thing together. It's not all on Mono's shoulders this year. All praises to the Most High. Everybody's doing, a little bit of what they can do to make things easier and make things run smoothly. So,
that's how it's supposed to work.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, yeah, man, I'm excited. I know Yob and his family is excited. I want everybody that is here. Matter of fact, right about now, if you are interested in going to F3 and you have not purchased your ticket yet, let's get some ones in the chat right now. I want to see how many is here tonight that is going or interested in going and have not gotten a ticket yet. Because here, truth be told, we got something going on. Maybe we can help somebody get there. I see a one.
That was me. I thought you said the people.
Yeah.
If you're coming and you haven't purchased
your tickets yet. Yeah. If you're coming and you have not purchased your tickets yet, or you wanting to go and you haven't gotten the tickets yet, or ticket prices or something like that is something that that you're looking at, stick around the show. We running a game tonight. Yep, there we go. We got one right there. Okay, one getting mine next Friday. Yep. Okay, yeah. So and so you're gonna have to pay attention to the show. At some point in the show, we're going to throw up a Bible trivia question. And the first one that answers the Bible trivia question will win F3 tickets this year. So you're going to have to pay attention to the show. It's going to pop up, it's going to come down, and we'll be paying attention to the chat as well to see who answered the question. All right. So so we would love to bless somebody. Last year, Yame won. It was a couple of other people won.
Too that won tickets and got there. So shouts out to the people, man. Facebook Live, shouts. Listen, we up to 35 shares right now on Facebook.
Oh,
so
crazy.
All praise for that. Growth is growth.
Right.
Oh,
Facebook Live.
Oh, crazy.
Cause it be lit up in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having stuff, but everybody up in here, they be talking they stuff. You know y'all be covering the news. Y'all be matching it up with scriptures. It's just lit up in here. Shout out to y'all for all the work y'all doing, man.
All praise to the Most
High. Hey, and we want to thank you too for steady standing by us. You know, I tell people this all the time. You reached out to me, Delta. I had no idea who you was. And I guess you just saw what I was doing over here with Safi, and you reached out, and a relationship occurred from that, and it just continued to get greater. And you are valuable. You know what I'm saying? You are my sister. That's for real. And I love you, Delta.
I love you back, my brother, for real.
Appreciate you.
That time done flew by too, y'all. Listen, this has been some years going on. This time has flown.
This is 2 years have it don't even seem like that's
right.
2022, that's crazy.
Right. Right. My man Jamil the Trunk Rattler. Hey, that new single he got with Naraya Cole, that shit hot.
He gonna have everybody F3 doing the
right. Oh, it's another one hot single that's out right now by Shanaim. And if y'all haven't heard it, y'all stick on the show tonight because it will run tonight. That joint there is pop, man.
Old school funky flavor right there. That is. Shout out to Shanaim and the Almighty Samson. That's that's jamming.
That brother look like Samson, man. Did that brother cut his dreads?
He cut them.
Is that the same Samson from?
I wish that brother had to call me before he did it, man. Hey, I hate I let my hair go.
You talking about Makiyahu? You talking about Makiyahu? Yeah. Makiyahu cut his dreads.
Wait, what?
She said, wait.
I thought y'all was talking about Almighty Samson. Now, wait a minute.
Makiyahu
from Shanaim. Yeah, he cut his dreads. Yeah. I wish the brother had a consultant with me. I mean, it might have not changed nothing, but coming from one brother that
because the artwork still got a little dreads.
Yeah, I think
the artwork. Yeah, he probably had that artwork done before.
You should have been on their ball. Is he
what? He let him go.
It's crazy how cats like us cut our hair, and then you got Stevie Wonder walking around here with him on the back of his neck. People who need to cut them ain't cutting them.
Stevie, if you watching,
Hashtag Stevie Bald. Hashtag Stevie Bald.
I'm just saying. Stevie can see those.
Stop.
Okay.
I told you, if you watching, no offense. If you watching, bro, no offense, man.
Stevie can see, man.
We're not about to do that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We move y'all along.
All right.
All right.
You gonna stick around for what we got to talk amongst ourselves part, Delta, or is that everything before we move on? Or Is that
That was
everything?
about it. That wraps everything up for what we got going on right now. You guys make sure if you do have not to subscribe to the tlhmagazine.net, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, to all of them, because every week there's some new people on here, y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Share the live. Tell people about it. There's not a show like this one. So, bring attention to it. So that's all I got. F3mgmusic.com. The magazine, tlhmagazine.com. Love y'all. It's lit. If you want to meet me in person, you better be at F3. Shalom.
There you go. There you go. There you go. The legend. Yo.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Sister, Sister Delta, we love you. We see you later. Thank you.
All right, love y'all too. I'll see y'all
all right, then. Shalom.
What up? 3 Groups.
All right.
Man. Sister Delta.
Yes, sir. Real, man. Authentic.
Yes, very authentic. And she's always the same.
Yep.
From the first time I met her, she is absolutely always the same.
It never changed.
All right. So before we get to the talk amongst yourselves, we were talking about people not responding to emails. Miss Mono, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Miss Mono, I'm waiting on a response. Miss Mono, I'm waiting on a response. All right. So talk amongst yourselves. WNBA is facing some backlash for televising Caitlin Clark's game debut over Angel Reese and Camila Cardoza. I've said it before. You've heard Cher say it before, especially if you listen to Mo True. Caitlin Clark is a loser because didn't she lose her debut game, even though it was preseason? She lost that one too. So she's an 0 for right now. She 0 for 3. That's all I'm saying. All right. So there are 2 new DVOC 91 variants called, get this, y'all, FLIRT.
She said she responded.
Okay. All right. FLIRT. Flirt.
I saw that.
Flirt.
I saw that.
She said these allegations. My bad, sis. My bad. I ain't see it. I'll check my mail. So I wanted to share something really quick. Don't know if you guys have had a chance to see this or if you've even heard it. However, here we go. So Nike revealed their designs for female track and field uniforms for 2024 Paris Olympics, sparking some concerns over both practicality and sexism. So when this came out, the men's appears to be fine. This one on the other side, this one right here, there's a problem. That's a major problem. So some of the comments that came along with it were, women's athletic apparel brand Ocel joined the comments section filled with adverse reactions, writing, "When you run out of fabric after designing the men's kit." There was also
terrible.
The athletic brand Under Armour chimed in, "We're just here for the comments," along with the popcorn emoji. Somebody else said there should be a protest, no shade from the female athletes. And then somebody else said, "My labia is fighting for which one gets to be in the suit." All right, so Nike should be ashamed of themselves for this one. This is horrible.
Wow.
So amid the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, there's been a shooting at Drake's home in Toronto, Canada. I'm sure there's gonna be more to come on that. Kim Godwin, I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she is the ABC News president. And after 3 years as the first Black woman as network chief, she has put in her resignation. She has decided to go ahead and leave the network. There's some other stuff brewing in the background, so I'm waiting for more information to come out. That might be a topic that we hit later. But Kim Godwin resigned. And then
how long has she been there? How long was she there?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years, yeah. They said the show faced a lot of drag in the show, so to speak. Like they didn't have as many reviews after Amy Roebuck and I can't think of the guy's name right now.
TJ Holmes.
TJ Holmes after they left the show. So she tried to do what she could with the show, but it hasn't been the same. So I think she just decided she's done with this. Because this wasn't her first rodeo. She's been at several other networks over the last 9 years, and they brought her over to try and help bring things back to life, but it doesn't seem like it's working. And then the last one, talk amongst yourselves. Our brother Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, got married, y'all, to tech exec Nicoletta Rule.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah, she's another sider. She's not one of us.
No, the name
she is not one of us. Definitely not one of us.
Nicolette Raoul.
All right. So first up on our topic here.
We got tired of waiting on
Laura.
Yeah.
Got tired of waiting on Laura. All right. So hot topic in the news right now. There is a global synthetic drug crisis in West Africa called Kush. In Sierra Leone, they declared a state of emergency over widespread drug abuse. One drug causing particular concern in Sierra Leone is a synthetic drug called Kush, made with ground human bones. Cemeteries are bolstering their security measures because gravediggers are stealing human bones to make this powerful synthetic drug. As with the rise of synthetic drug use in other parts of the world, such as the fentanyl crisis in the U.S., Kush could be set to spread. So the streets of Freetown, the country's capital, are said to be awash with young men often sitting or lying in the spot where they lost consciousness after smoking the drug. So this is just, kind of showing this is like the hospitals where they're supposed to be getting treatment. These are the graveyards that they've kind of started digging up where they're getting these bodies from so they can get the bones and crush them up. And this is the effects of the drug. These are a couple of individuals that were known to have taken the drugs. And this guy appears to be a police officer over here, but when they take it, they conk out basically. And this guy is, basically standing up and just zoned out right there where he was. And can y'all see that? This is kind of what it looks like. It's a powder form, but they put it in like weed paper and pipes and they smoke it. But I don't know if you actually caught, it's actually ground up human bones that they're smoking. So that being said, do you guys think there is a chance that this drug will cross into other countries, particularly the U.S.?
You want to kick it out? Okay, I'll go first. Listen, yes, I believe it's already here, but we know how our mainstream media does. You're not going to hear about it because right now we're getting a heavy dose of what Simone Biles and her husband is doing, and the mainstream media is too busy creating a East Coast, West Coast Biggie and Tupac Part 2 with Drake and Kendrick. The way they taking this thing, I hope Drake's security guard and their families are okay, but this stuff is getting crazy. And yes, so to answer your question, we are distracted from that and what's going on with the Trump trial and everything. This stuff is probably already over here. And again, this is coming from Negro land, where we were taken from. And that covers Sierra Leone, the Slave Coast, the Gold Coast, from the Congo all the way to Sierra Leone. You got Nigeria, Lagos, Ouida, which is modern day European name Judah or Yahuda. Right there on that port, it's getting crazy with this stuff, and this stuff is taking over. It takes with them looking at those pictures, a verse came to mind that to have someone else's DNA to be inhaled as smoke. Listen to this. Alchemy, the Egyptian Book of the Dead and all that stuff. When you're talking about, modern day witchcraft, you have white witchcraft, white magic, black magic, mid magic, color magic. You have all kind of stuff.
T-minus
Psalms
1 minute.
139, 15 through 16 comes to mind. It says, "My substance was not hid from thee when I was made
T-minus 50 seconds.
in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. thine eyes did see my substance.
T-minus 40 seconds.
Meaning that we said I wasn't created yet, but I saw the end of me. But you showed me the end of me, yet being unperfect. And in thy book, all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. So if all of our members, each organ is written on a cipher, how we were created, flip it to today, we're smoking bones. Man, that's some spiritual
10,
warfare
9,
going
8,
on. Like
7,
crazy.
6,
I mean, this
5,
stuff is
4,
unheard of.
3,
I know there's
2,
nothing new under the sun,
1,
but
0.
to answer your question, I believe it's already over here. Just the mainstream media is keeping it, and it's more of a spiritual. Psalms 139 came to mind, and yeah, I think it's already crossed over to answer your question. Go ahead, Doc.
I believe it's serious. Well, we forget about those images that we saw of the people in Chicago
3 minutes.
that was walking on the streets like walking zombies, right? And this was not too long ago, and I'm more than sure that you still got those type of people walking around right now. So I'm all in with you on the fact that it's already here. But you know, when I read the article, they was saying that they was crushing up the bones for the formaldehyde that was in the bone, which is the chemical that is used to preserve bodies after they die. Now, smoking formaldehyde is not new whatsoever.
Right.
We call it wet here in Texas. Zuda. You know what I'm saying? We'll call them a green monster because you'll take your cigarette and you'll dump it in the formaldehyde and it's green and you'll smoke it, right? And it leaves you like in that catatonic state, if I said that word right. It'll leave you in a state like that. But it's something more than the formaldehyde because that's too much work for wet.
Right.
Understand me. You can ask my wife. When I was listening to this story, I was saying to myself, people been smoking formaldehyde for years. You telling me you digging up bodies to crush up the bones and it go right back to what you was talking about. This is a spiritual aspect, man. This verse came to my mind, Deuteronomy 28:53. Now you got to understand that they know who we are and they know who our power are, and they have read the book of what's her name in Sirach, Judith, where they know that if they can get us to break the laws of the Most High, we become weak. This has nothing to do with the formaldehyde. This has everything to do with defiling our bodies, man. This is what this has to do with. Deuteronomy 28:53 said, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons, and thy daughters, which the Most High thy power had given thee, in seeds and in straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. I know that they're not eating flesh, but people, they are smoking bones. Now, in 38 seconds, I want to wrap this up real quick. Paul tells us that in the day of the sound of the trump of the archangel, he says that the dead in Hamashiach shall rise. And it also tells us that we shall be changed in a moment of a twinkling of an eye. Because of that, we as believers know that, we shouldn't even be cremated. Now, if the Most High is promising us a new glorified body, and the Most High is promising that we will be raised in that sound of the trump, these people are smoking bones in Negro land.
Yes, bro. It's crazy. Smoking bones in Negro land. The land.
In the land.
What we was taken from. That's
what we was. You understand what I'm saying? This is diabolical. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
And to close it off, they're using that as a testing ground because we know that they are trying their best to kill us. Diseases, vaccines, and everything else. This here is going to be this is another tool of the culling. That's all this is. This is another tool of the culling to get rid of many Negroes as they possibly can. This has to be one of the craziest things I'd heard in a long time.
Because looking at looking at those images you put up, just think of the mind state or the spiritual state they have to be in when they're just standing there, conked out, or just linked over. They're no longer look. Those three people, they are no longer here. How do they say they have left the building?
Yep.
They gone. So just think about what are they envisioning? Where they at? Like David said, I was curiously raw in the lower, man. They in the lower parts. God, well, that's scary.
How can you get somebody to smoke? I don't know, man. I'm speechless. 3 minutes speechless, but I'm speechless.
Man. All right.
Yeah.
So on to the next one. So slavery apparently still exists. So on May 2nd, a video surfaced on X, formerly Twitter, of an Asian man beating 2 men with sticks. I'm going to share the video really quick because I don't think the picture does it justice. All right. So the video, I have to put this out there. The video has not yet been authenticated. However, the video definitely sparked some strong feelings. There were some comments related to the video, and I think the comments were more of a telltale than the video. The video is bad itself, but listen to some of these comments. So it says slavery still exists. The West makes a massive fuss about slavery that happened 200 years ago in America. They don't talk about the slavery taking place all over the world right now. Another one read, everyone rails against America while completely ignoring the human rights abuses going on all over the world. And then another one said, I keep telling people they haven't seen what racism is until they go to Eastern Europe or Asia. The US is so tame in comparison. Those comments to me were disrespectful. They were trying to minimize, the slavery and the things that have happened throughout the years and even still today in the U.S. But my question to you guys is, what was your takeaway from the video and the comments or feedback regarding the video? Share, this one is on you.
Once it becomes a realization that you, that kid that's over there, that's soft, and that you can easily be bullied, and we've seen it in school all the time, you will now become a target for the remainder of the school year. And guess what? That's us. We that target. This year was also in Sierra Leone. Did I pronounce that right?
Sierra Leone.
Yeah, Leone. Yeah, this year was in that same area where this Asian was at. Every nation already knows that it's okay to abuse the Negro or the African, or however it is that they want to call it, right? And the reason why they know it is because we have no representation. We have nobody that's going to stand up for us. We have nobody that's going to say, hey, you cannot do that. It's overstood that we have no power here in America. That is overstood. But when our people that are still connected to the land have no power as well, that's something for us to really think about. Deuteronomy 28:43 again. It says that the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Look, it was 2 right there in the picture that he was beating, 1 that he kicked. But if you looked at that video closely, it was 2 more brothers standing over there on the wall. There was only 1 Asian in that room. The Bible tells us, man, when your power has sold us, which he have because we broke the covenant, right? It says that 5 will put 100 to flight. And that's exactly what it is that you was looking at right there. And going off of some of the comments that Banath was reading out a while ago, talking about racism is so tamed over here. No, it's not that it's tamed over here. It's the fact that these white people, them yellow bellies, know that right there ain't gonna happen. So they go about it in a whole different way. But them over there, the land has been taken from them. They take all the minerals. They have absolutely no rights, and it's full of foreigners, and they working for them. And us over here, we benefit from it from products like this here.
Yep.
Products like this here, what we doing a podcast on.
T-minus 20 seconds.
My takeaway from it was that there is no difference in what's happening over there than what's happening over here. And we got a later story
10,
tonight
9,
that we're going to talk
7,
about the show.
6, 5.
Because
4,
you hear people all say all the time
2,
that there's a thin line between physical abuse and verbal abuse.
Yep, absolutely.
They know who we are, and they know that they could get away with stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great points. You said something profound, and Ms. Mono says that they are trying to bury
T-minus 3 minutes.
and that's basically, like you said, they're trying to, not only do they know who we are, they are trying to bury their dirt, as Ms. Mono said. And you said something profound. This is why a blind eye is being turned to this. It's because we benefit from their product.
Right.
We benefit.
Right.
We got laptops, cell phones. The higher ups, they'll say, well, to keep this stuff coming in here, y'all will just shut up. Just be quiet about it. Just let it go. Man, to be beating them young boys and kicking them like that for probably, missing a shipment, dropping a box of shoes that maybe got wet. I mean, come on, man. But we know it all too well. We
T-minus 2
watched
minutes.
Rodney King. I don't know if y'all ever been hit with one of them police batons, but let me tell y'all something. If you get hit in leg or something like that, it's a piece of metal, steel that's inside and wrapped around more reinforced plastic. We seen this man get beat. So it's just, they know who we are. They are trying, listen, not only are they trying to bury their dirt, but this is Psalms 83. All the nations are confederate. They're all joined in. Again, look at the technology. They say, man, I heard the other day, France's President Macron, him and another guy they weren't having a debate, but they was having this summit, this discussion. You know what after President Macron, you know what the first
T-minus 1 minute.
first words out of the guy's mouth? He said, we have to recolonize Africa. To get
T-minus 50
and again,
seconds.
like I've said, the reason I'm saying all this is because they're scared. They know for the first time in a long time they're
T-minus
not
40
going to be able to
seconds.
finagle out of this stuff, y'all. That's why they're trying to bury it. And again, like she said, we're going to talk about another topic. They're losing their minds.
T-minus 30 seconds.
They're losing their minds. So yes, slavery still exists. And by watching that video, there is no way that's a skit.
T-minus
And they
20
keep saying, well, it
seconds.
hasn't been verified, it hasn't been authenticated. Man, we got eyes. We can see
Okay. And here.
and hear.
10,
But
9,
like you said, it's
8,
4 dudes.
7,
Man, that Chinese
6,
dude, he'd have got
Say,
mugged.
man,
He
been rolled up.
That'd have been the last day he ever
2,
held the belt. If
1.
he'd have been dealing with us. For real. But
It
I
was
know them
4 of
some
them
young
in there,
boys.
man.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, but again, they're acting out because they know their time is short. And again, 10 years ago, when Reagan and Peter Tom O'Toole and Nick Nixon, they've been able to politic and finagle and snake their way out. They know that time is running out. They can't necessarily do that. So now the intimidation has not worked. The manipulation, now they're just taking it by force.
Right.
By violence.
Pull up Hondo's comment, baby. Yeah. A lot of people don't even realize that.
Man,
people don't even know that is still happening, and it's still us that's being partaken in that slave trade that's in Libya. There was
Belgium.
something else that Hundo said. Pull up that other comment that Hundo got there.
This one?
Yeah, that one. It's happening because them stupid African leaders don't care about the people. And the reason why they don't care about the people is because they're implants. They're not real leaders of Africa. They're part of the Confederate. They are part of the brotherhood of the construct that has got everything under control. They killed all of the real people, man.
Moses
Gaddafi and
from Haiti, they assassinated them all.
They done assassinated all of them. So now what they got instead is their people. That's what they got in place right now. Real quick, here in Houston, Texas, we had a black mayor for the longest. I ain't like that dude anyway, but we had a black mayor in office and we had a black chief of police over the city. Well, the black mayor stayed in office long enough for him that where he couldn't run no more, right? Houston kept putting them in. A white mayor just won this last one, right? First thing he did when he got in was figured out a way how to get the nigga that was the chief of police out of the office so he could put his man in office. Exactly. And that's exactly what America has done across the earth with all of these other nations, man.
They've taught everybody how to do it. We were the foundation, and they just built off of what they did to us and just expounded off of it to this day.
Exactly. Y'all better read the Maccabees, man. Alexander the Greek, he set the blueprint.
King Leopold.
When you read Maccabees, the same thing that white boy did. I got another term for him, but I'm gonna keep it off the show. If you catch me at F3, you might hear it. But everything that Alexander did in Maccabees, they still running that same card, man. Go read the Maccabees.
King Leopold of Belgium went to Libya and Liberia and killed over 100 million. How did he read what Alexander the Greek did in Maccabees?
That's right.
Alexander the Greek gave him the blueprint of how to
gave him the blueprint.
And
I'm gonna have to start muting y'all's mics.
I know it.
All right.
Get a little excited.
Right. We got a lot. Yes, y'all are very passionate about this one. All right. So next up on stage.
What we got?
Protesting on these college campuses. So college campuses across the United States have erupted with pro-Palestinian protests, and school administrators are trying and largely failing to defuse the situation. Pro-Palestinian encampments have been set up at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Emerson College, the University of Texas at Austin, the University of Michigan, and the University of California, Berkeley, as well as several others. Tensions over the war in Gaza escalated at American universities on Friday, despite efforts to contain them. New York saw dozens of new arrests, and clashes erupted between pro-Palestinian demonstrators and counter-protesters at the University of Chicago. Schools and other areas aim to shift focus to graduations, though ongoing activism and arrests like a Northeastern and Ohio State remain a concern. The wave of student activism also extended beyond the United States. It's gotten so bad that graduations have either been rescheduled or canceled altogether. So my question to you guys is, what is your take on the protests themselves and how the protests are being handled? And do you think the protests are being forced or orchestrated?
I think I'll go first if you don't mind, if y'all don't mind.
No.
T-minus 3 minutes.
The way it's being handled is bovine excrement, and I'll explain that in a minute. And do I think they're being orchestrated or forced? Yes and no. So here it is. It's a little bit of both. They know these students will protest. The foundation was laid back in the Muhammad Ali days and Malcolm days and protesting the Vietnam War and all that stuff. They even took away Muhammad Ali's belt for going to a college campus. I think it was Kent State, and telling, look, I'm not, them Vietcong ain't never did nothing to me. I ain't going over there. And that's right. A lot of the students like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. So a lot of those Kent State, Ohio State, they all protested. So this is nothing new. But with George Soros and Bill Gates, with the money they have, what they can do is if students protest at one university and it's authentic and it's real, they can pay 3 or 4 more universities to have students to go protest and be violent. So then the students that's trying to unify and peaceful protest will be mishandled by police, mishandled by the press, and made to be demonized. Where you going, Ayo? Check this out. If we don't remember, Charlottesville in 2017, August 11th, the neo-Nazis and Klansmen and other white supremacists marched through the University of Virginia campus bearing torches, tiki torches, and terrorizing students with chants of blood and soil, and "yous will not replace us." David Duke, the former Klansman that was in Congress for a little while, he said, "We're going to fulfill the promises of Donald Trump because he said he's going to take our country back." Donald Trump said, quote, when asked about the Charlottesville rioting and the Charlottesville hatred, he said, "Well, there are good people on both sides." Though there were people being ran over in parades. January 6th, they stormed the Capitol. They had zip ties, blades, knives, smearing feces, bear spray, deer spray. Police were beaten and people died. And they calling that was just the constitutional right to protest.
T-30 seconds.
But now you calling students, you're lessening the Charlottesville and the January 6th and saying these students are being violent and they shouldn't be protesting. Where are we? How do we get here?
Bruh.
How do we get
10,
to compare
9,
those two things?
8, 7.
Again, this
6,
is an election
5,
year.
4,
These are politicians.
3, 2.
This thing
1,
is going down, y'all.
0.
So yeah, I think it's both. To answer your questions, I think it's forced and orchestrated to drive an agenda, just like January 6th and Charlottesville, to undermine our voice. That's the biggest agenda. I digress.
Man, we could probably get back on schedule without talking, because I mean, all I'm finna do is just repeat what the brother said, almost word for word.
My bad, I ain't mean to.
No, you good. I like for real, because all that is confirmation, right? Okay. And I'm with you. It's a little bit of both. I call it a little bit of both. No fire was self-started. Right. No fire was ever self-started. An out of control fire was started by someone or something. You can go ahead and start the clock. Yeah, it was started by something or by somebody or something. So in the article that I was reading, it said protests on many campuses have been orchestrated by a coalition of student groups. Now, remember, we always say here on Truth Be Told that they tell on themselves in these articles, right? Yep. By a coalition of student groups. The groups largely act independently. See, these are keywords here. Yep. So students say that they are inspired by peers at other universities. Some universities say outsiders have joined student protesters and caused trouble. So the question I have, if the students that are now out of control on all of these campuses, the question is who or what got them to that point?
There you go.
If they are out of control on these campuses, on what we seeing on the news, who or what got them to that point?
2 minutes.
Insurgents with an agenda. We all remember the George Floyd protest, right? And my man called out his name, George Soros. And thank you, Ayo, for that, man. The George Floyd protests, we know in every city that they was protesting, they were supposed to be peaceful protests. Right. Now, I know for a fact that it was reported in Dallas that the night before the protesting, they were sitting baskets of rocks along the protest lines. When the protesters got there the next day, they're like, where these rocks come from? It had already been reported in other cities that people were showing up during the protesting, causing violence and causing a stare. You see what I'm saying? Right.
Yep.
So when they saw the rocks that was there, and these was allegedly George Soros people that was causing this here, but who was getting blamed for it? The black people were getting blamed for it. When you looked at the camera, you will see the white people doing all of this violent stuff, causing the uproar. In every city, this was happening. So, how many people do you think that it takes
40 seconds
to get impressionable students in college to fight for a cause that they didn't even realize that was happening 2 months ago? All it takes is somebody to come in, sit down with them in the courtyard like Dap on school days.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Get inside of their brain. Now all of a sudden you got students ready to go to war for something that they don't even know about, and now the news media is working the two folds. It's giving the news media a great story, and at the same time it's giving legislators the ability to create more laws. Because what's coming out of it? More anti-Semitic laws. You cannot say stop genocide and not be anti-Semitic. That don't exist the way that the media is right now.
Right. That's right.
It don't happen.
Look at the Michael Brown decision years ago when he got shot after his 18th birthday. He had just graduated, got shot by the police. They had that decision that at 9 o'clock that morning, they knew they were going to let the cop off, but they didn't announce it to win 11 at night.
That's right.
They announced it. They knew them folks was ready, and they knew that decision was going to make them mad, so they knew they was going to riot.
That's right.
And the mainstream media got the video caption with the stepdad on top of the car saying, "Let's tear this joker up," and they ran with it.
So that's right. Sure that's right. They did that with a cop in Oklahoma as well. Yeah. She had killed a black guy, and they let her off at 12 o'clock at night.
But then, at 12 o'clock at night.
They let her out. They let her off at 12 o'clock at night because they knew. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's both. It's being forced and it's orchestrated. Exactly.
Yep. Absolutely.
All righty. So we're gonna jump into a music break and then we'll come back. We got some more hot topics for you guys.
You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. Keeping the word, study the script. Christ gave his life so I can live. Cast off the sin, dead in the old. Stay on the path, that be the goal. Reppin' the Ave, that's no road. Never on breaks, always on go. Serving the demon like who wants some more. Only in fire when I got smoke. Gotta stay perfect, not in them curses. Blessings on blessings, faith stay works. Stay in his will, that is my purpose. Satan can't knock it cause he ain't worthy. Sticking to the wisdom, showing my clarity. Thank you, oh Lord, yeah, for your mercy. Devil is a lie, false up, buried. Try to find my sins, you can check the cemetery. Oh Lord. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. You know I brew it. Messiah the King, these demons is jealous. Wake up my people so they can witness. No superstitious, the prophecy true. Soldier of God, I stand with the truth. Never get stressed or caught in the loops. Only in tracks when I step in the booth. Spitting so sick, my style got the flu. Rocking these verses, yeah, I'm a true brew. Come with the peace, yeah, straight revelation. Laws in my heart, yeah, I'm dedicated. He died for his people, he died for the nation. Restoring his people back to salvation. Know that he raining, no thunderstorm. Breaking these clouds, you all been warned. Sinners devour his blood on the sword. Judgment is righteous, you know he on Lord. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it. Yeah. You know I brew it.
Keep my head covered, rock my fringes. Follow the commandments, teach my kids. Titus 2 full blood Hebrew. Just fall down to the tip of my shoes. Righteous talk. When I'm speaking, I got that sauce. It's my season. Feel like praying and fasting to the weekend. I'm about ready to slaughter me a demon. Yeah, I'ma go wherever the Father lead me. Cause I am a daughter of a king. On my swivel gangster lean. Priest of rock 11:15. I'm his princess, he's my king. Set apart, give me my ring. I'm always obedient. She brew no deviant. Yeah, you know I brew it. 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 Told me not to do
do it, but I might as well. You know that I brew it, I'm out of my shell. The type of music gets you out of your chair. Earth, fire, water, thinking I'm arrogant. I can never let devils get me out my element. Hard to be humble, used to be the king of the jungle, chasing away elephants. I took an L, but I use it as leverage. Broke out my spell, I'm repping my heritage. I'm a J-E-W. Am I misspelling it? Tell I'm intelligent. I'm on the tail, catching up with my brethren. I'm in the air, the storm, not weather it. I'm in the square, the circle irrelevant. How can I feel I got blessings on blessings on blessings? Yeah, you know I brew it. Yeah, you know I brew it. Yeah, you know I brew it. Yeah, you know I brew it.
Don't know. Oh well.
Yep.
We back.
Brew it.
Yep.
All right.
You know I brew it.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's not what that. Let's see.
I like that.
All right.
We got an answer, but not quite.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, not quite. Up. We got a winner.
winner, chicken dinner.
Got a winner.
Okay, I got a little nervous there for a second. I was like,
little off, you got it.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna get with y'all on Tuesday. I will get with you to make sure you get that there, my man.
All right, very good. So look, you don't even have to purchase your tickets next Friday. How about that? All right. So next topic, guys. This gentleman here, this is Bernard Polite. He was accused, and obviously we see him in the picture here. He interrupted a church service because he jumped in front of the pastor with a gun in an apparent attempt to shoot him. You have this video, right?
I believe I did.
Yeah. Let me. Throw. All right. So, Mr. Polite, 26 years old. This happened at the Dwelling Place Church on Longbrier Avenue in, I believe it's Pennsylvania. So the church was live streaming its services and just so happened to capture the moment when he pulled the gun out and aimed it directly at Pastor Glenn Germany. Fortunately, what the reports were is that the gun jammed. And according to the criminal complaint, he confessed to the police that he tried to shoot Germany because God told him to do it and that he wanted to go to jail to clear his mind. Additionally, on Sunday evening after this incident, a body was found in Mr. Polite's home, which was reported to have been a relative of Mr. Polite. I haven't heard any additional information on this, but in light of some of the other things that we heard, during the eclipse and some of the other things that have been going on, some strange activities that have been happening, especially amongst our people. I just wanted to know what you guys' thoughts were on this. And Sheer, this one is on you.
Y'all remember that video that we showed on this show a few months back that was called Targeted Individuals? I can't remember how long ago back it was. I think it's Safa was still with us, but we talk sleeper agents on this show a lot. But no shooter as of yet, and we've had several mass shootings and stuff like that, but no shooter as of yet has had all the classic signs of a targeted individual. A targeted individual and a sleeper agent are two different animals. They're two different things. They are not the same thing. A sleeper walks among us as normal people. They work with us. They kids go to school with us. We would invite a sleeper to a family function. He don't even know he's a sleeper until they trigger him, and then boom. Targeted individuals, on the other hand, are harassed. They have no peace, and they are told that the only way to gain peace is to carry out the murder or the shooting or whatever it is that they need them to carry out. And most of the time, sleepers are veterans, while targeted individuals are civilians like you and I. They are targeted individuals. Now, understand that these are weapons that our military have that they can use on people at any time. Now, according to the criminal complaint, Bernard confessed to the police, and Bernard said this, that he tried to shoot Mr. Germany because God told him to do it, and that he wanted to go to jail to clear his mind. Bernard Polite said, I wanted to go to jail to clear my mind. This says two things to me, Ayo. One, he could have been being harassed, a targeted individual, on what it is that we're talking about. The second, maybe he never had intentions on shooting the pastor, but knowing that if I go in here with this gun, like they're telling me to do it, I know that the next stop that's going to be for me is going to be in jail. If you guys remember that video that we showed, there was an individual who was being harassed as a targeted individual. They was telling him to go into a workplace and shoot the place up. He went to the workplace like they told him, but he turned around and he killed himself because he said he let them know saying that he heard voices, that this is what the voices was telling him to do, and he did not want to do it. This is psychological warfare. That technology is out here, and especially with all the electronics that we have in our house. Think about it. People, they have a way of seeing us through our houses with our Wi-Fi. My son just told me that they got 6G in China now. Think about that. I wasn't through, but I'm through though. I'm gonna obey the bomb. But yeah, this dude here, he fits all of the symptoms of what is called a targeted individual, man.
Yeah. Totally agree. Great and beautifully well put. You said something profound. Being harassed, targeted individuals. Boy, listen. Yeah, y'all go back and look at the video. Dude still had his pajama pants on.
Right.
Tennis shoes with no socks on. Like he just got up out of bed. And again, was he tired of being harassed? They went retrospectively, went to the home and found another body, which is probably one of his family members. Like, yeah, it's posted clips. We talked about Mystic Lipstick, who crashed the car, threw the kids out the car after she unalived the boyfriend. Old girl in Florida who shot the Uber driver. They got an AR-15 Desert Ease who said God told her to do it. This dude right here. And again, I don't think the gun jammed. I agree with you, Sheer. I don't think he even had any bullets in there. I think they heard it click, 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 click.
Right.
There wasn't no bullets in there. But again, how was this dude being tormented? Was it the government? Was it the Most High allowed the evil Ruach to fall upon him? Was it both? Because we got to understand, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Listen, folks, Yahuwah, the Most High, the Almighty, his wrath is being poured out upon this earth, y'all. Listen, we're going to catch a little bit of it, but we're his children. There's no fear. We're going to catch a little bit, but the brunt of it is being on the unrighteous. Now, I don't know that pastor. I don't know that church. I ain't saying, but listen, we all had to come out of the churches of Christianity. Everybody on this panel. And my Christian brothers and sisters, if you're watching right now, take heed to this. What is the Most High saying to you? Come out of her, my people. Now, I hope that this church, they can repent, find out who they are, truthfully, and come into this way. Because if somebody can walk into your church like that, then time is drawing nigh. Time is running out.
T-minus 40 seconds.
And again, if the heathens can't finagle their way out of things they normally, guess what the Most High is saying is children? I'm going to stop winking my eye at a lot of stuff y'all doing. Everything y'all doing that I just wink my eye at, I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
You're going to have to come up off the sin. You're going to have to come up off the backbiting. You're going to have to come up off of the mindset of not knowing or coming into so much knowledge you have no spirit or after the Most High's heart. You got to come up out of that. And this is what this is saying. So that's my thoughts. I think, I don't do still have these pajamas on. Like, man.
And I think the other thing that was telltale to me is if he really wanted to shoot, he'd have found a way to shoot him. They were able to take him down so quick. If you pay attention to the dude in the background that was at the, I guess it's a desk or organ. I couldn't really tell what it was, but how
he was
slow.
A reader.
He was what?
I think he was a reader.
The reader. Okay.
Yeah.
How slow he moved getting up there. The guy from, wherever he was handling the camera, or whatever, he kind of jumped over the deal and came and tackled him. And then they were able to get the gun from, if he really wanted to shoot that pastor, he could have shot him because he could have even shot when they were wrestling the gun away from him.
I'm like, Ayob, and I think I said that to you. I don't think bullets was in that gun. He heard it click, but I believe that it was empty. And this is another thing too. Immediately after it happened, when he was in the police car, the pastor said he apologized to him.
Right.
Apologized to him and told him that he loved him. And the pastor accepted the apology. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look, man. Look.
Wow.
From all accounts with this guy, the neighbors, nobody had anything bad to say about this dude polite. Everybody said that he was a good guy. You dig what I'm saying? And so, you look at stuff like this here now. If the gun was empty, guess who would never know? We'll never know. They'll never tell us that their gun was empty.
Right. Yeah. Boy.
Never. And we got to think. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I agree with Ms. Mono. Deacon was moving mighty slow, boy.
Man, Deacon was moving like he used to that life. He said,
he got up. He didn't like, get much. They had dude on the ground. I'm like, you should have just
let me make sure y'all got him taken care of.
Deacon almost made me start saying, is this real? That must be Deacon Cousin.
I asked you that question. I did. I asked that question. I absolutely did.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off though.
Nah, you good.
I think the other thing we're leaving out too is, focusing on the fact that he came in with a gun. They found a whole dead person at this man's house.
Yeah, and I've been checking up on it to see it. The only thing that I got is that he was a relative.
He was a relative. So
they haven't said if he actually done it or not yet. The last that I checked, I don't know.
That's why I said we'll follow up on this story to share what additional information we had. It might be on the talk amongst yourselves part, but I'll follow up when I find out some more information. All right. Next
right, young mate. Deacon was like, here we go. No. Say I try to leave that at the house and in the hood, and it don't follow me to the church.
Right.
All right. Now this next topic. If you haven't heard about this one, if this don't make your blood boil, I don't know what will.
Oh man.
So the nationwide college campus protests related to Israel-Palestine conflict have reached the University of Mississippi, resulting in a situation that was as contentious as one might anticipate at a school known for its unsavory history and racist spirit. It is the Ole Miss Rebels. During the protest, a Black woman is seen being verbally attacked by white college students. The students chant Lizzo, fat ass at the woman. The students begin making monkey noises and imitate the moves of a monkey. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves only partially addressed the protest. The portion in which he complimented the students' behavior, he posted a clip of the students loudly singing the national anthem and stated, warms my heart. I love Mississippi. One of the students seen in the video has now been removed from his fraternity, Phi Delta Theta. My question at the time when this first came out, I think this just got updated yesterday. What do you think will happen to the students or should happen to the students involved, and not just the one that was removed? Because that's a whole lot more than just one student involved in this. There's a lot of these students. And then should the school be held liable as well? One of the things, and I was not able to pull the audio, but one of the things that should be noted is look who they got their hands on. These are the ones making the noises.
Yeah.
These are the ones doing the taunting. But look at who they got their hands on. And the other thing that that wasn't in this report that you can hear on the video is them saying, "Lock her up."
Yeah.
What does that sound like to you? Ayob, I think this one is on you.
Yeah.
T-minus 3 minutes.
Not a shocker, not a surprise. I don't think now the dude in the blue that was making the initial monkey dude, he has been suspended. I automatically knew, and being in this type of environment, not at that school, but I say these are some spoiled college frat boys sitting with the. I say these are either some sig eps. They all in frat boy. They drink all day, drink all night, party. They grandparents and parents pay for their school. They ain't nothing gonna change, y'all. We come on now. Look, the Ole Miss Rebels. They tried to get Ole Miss to change the mascot years ago, and Ole Miss was like, "We ain't doing it." So you can stop asking, sue us, whatever it is. Tate Reeves, this warms my heart. Hey, I expect that from y'all, but this is
T-minus 2 minutes.
Made me mad. One thing that I did not see in this whole video. Where was the football bros at, y'all, man? Where was y'all at to protect this system? Them boys ain't gonna do that to no big 6'4", 6'5", 250-pound muscle dude. It could have been just two of them. With all them students, they'd have been quiet. I promise you. They love to pick the times they have a big advantage. You got the police there. You outnumber a so-called African-American, a so-called black woman. So there was no fear in their heart. They knew. But if it was a couple football bros out there that's 6'2" or better, built up, bricked up, and notoriety, them students wouldn't have been chatting that. They'd have been out there shaking hands and drinking beer. So it just goes to prove that whenever they see an opportunity to act out, they're going to do it. It's just nowadays.
T-minus 1 minute.
You don't hear about it in the paper 3 days to a week later. You got phones recording.
Real time.
You got real-time recording going on. And that
T-minus
dude
50
with
seconds.
80% brain calcified, they ain't got no soul anyway. He forgot what he was. So who the real monkey? That's
T-minus 40 seconds.
Who the real DNA with the rhesus monkey RH gene, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But anyway, them bros.
They used to have tails.
They used to have tails. Them bros gonna be Saturday morning, they gonna be balling. Saturday afternoon, they gonna be balling. But where was y'all at when that happened to protect that sister? Nowhere. Go look at the video.
Seconds.
Nowhere to be seen.
Right?
Nowhere to be seen. So I think that nothing is going to happen.
10.
I think they
9,
suspended him. He's the
8,
scapegoat.
7,
Maybe one of them policemen
6,
may get
5,
administrative leave
4,
and desk work, but other
3,
than that,
2,
hey, it's just run of the mill,
1,
another
0.
day. And if stuff do happen, the governor and the school, they'll sue the state or sue the city. They'll make sure this stuff goes away, man. So hopefully that sister gets some retribution, because it couldn't have been me. She handled herself well. We'd had to be locked up that day.
I'm going to jail.
We'd have been gone. We'd have been gone.
Cheers.
Soon as he made that monkey noise, he'd have been. Yeah.
We'd have been touching some pavement.
Oh,
I hate when stories like this occur, because I always have to ask the question, is it real? You dig what I'm saying? She was out there by herself. This is the camera angle that we seeing. We seeing about 15 to 20, if not more, white people on one side and one lone sister by herself, and the police got their hands on her like she is the agitator, and they're making monkey noises at her, calling her fat and saying lock her up, and she's supposed to be the one lone person that is protesting to stop the genocide that Israel is doing. And this is how diabolical America is, because she's by herself in black. They're painting a picture here. Everything that they do are symbols. Everything that they do have signs. They're painting a picture because they're saying, and she might not even be pro-Palestinian, but she could just be pro-life. She tired of seeing people dying that ain't got nothing to do with this, right? But that makes her anti-America. Did y'all not see what one of those white boys had on over there? Yep. He had on a American flag overalls. If you go back and look at the video. So the picture that they painted, nigga, anti-Semitic / anti-American. And this is why the governor can say, I love Ole Miss. Taking care of business. Why? Because you got a nigga saying stop the genocide, so she gotta be anti-America because she's clearly anti-Semitic. Now, Zephaniah 2:1 says what? Gather yourself together. Yea, gather together, O nation, what? Not desire.
-1 minute.
Man, I love these scriptures. Can't nobody come to me no more and tell me I'm a Christian when you got scriptures like this and you got actions like this in the world. That action coincide with this scripture that we are the people that is undesired. Look, they steady passing laws right now, anti-Semitic. Wasn't that you that just sent me an article not long ago? That it's getting to a point where you ain't gonna be able to say nothing.
30 seconds.
Now let's say that there was an Asian that they was doing that to. The only thing that we'll be hearing is Asian hate. Or let's say that there was a group of black people over here calling them white boys crackers and honkies. Man, the media would have had a field day with that.
10, 9.
Put a 1 in the chat if you saw this story on your news, on your local news.
4, 3, 2.
Ain't nobody heard about this. Why? Because we are a nation that is undesired, man.
And Hundo is correct. I'm sure with him and Jamil being from that state, the school was made for the slave owner sons. Ole Miss. That's why it's called Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
The slave plantation wife, the rebel is a slave owner symbol. If you look at their mascot, he has the mustache. He has on the KFC Colonel outfit, just like Calvin Candy and Django. He's got the hat on, the 2 guns blazing. So yeah, he's pretty much a slave owner. And
they should not be able to get no more D1 black D1 football. They not another top prospect kid should go to Ole Miss and run a football for them.
There's been a lot of controversy around students who do choose to go to Ole Miss. There's always like, what are you doing? Why would you pick that school of all schools to go to? There's a lot of controversy.
This ain't new for Ole Miss, man. They're always in the news for bull crap like this. Hundo and Jamil, man, you got to be from Mississippi.
Yeah, and that was one of the comments on X. One of the commenters said that, like, all you commits, you won't even decommit after seeing this. Like, shaking my head, like, you know, man, if I would have, I can go to any school. I'm decommitting. I'm calling the coach, like, hey, nah, I ain't coming. Ain't no way. I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe.
Exactly.
That's the mascot right there.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this.
What is that? Come on, y'all.
That's Candy.
That's Calvin Candy.
That's Calvin Candy.
Look at the mustache. Look at the tie.
Calvin.
Can y'all see this?
Yep.
Look, she by herself.
She is by herself. She is definitely by herself.
And you got somebody that's behind her taking a picture.
Yeah.
I do have to ask. I hate it, even if it's staged. I hate it. You know, I don't want it to be, taken for lightly. I hate it, and I hate that. But I have to ask, like, what is she doing out there by herself?
And see, that's yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. One of the things that I was going to say when IO made that comment where the bros were minding their business. This ain't they fight.
Right.
That's why she out there by herself. They ain't no reason
she
for them
chose
to be
that.
out there. She chose that.
True.
She absolutely chose that. For whatever her
question.
reasons were, whether she has a roommate who's Palestinian, whatever her reason was, she chose that. But them brothers made that.
Like, nah,
this ain't my fight. Yeah, what we going out there for?
That's a great perspective to look at it from.
Really is.
Because again, as a black male looking from the outside, I'm like, where y'all at? But like you said, they probably like, man, we told that sister don't do it. It's a recipe for disaster. They're not gonna have your side. They'll act like they're protecting you, but you may not even make it out of there. They may have told her that. Because look how aggressive dude with the flag. Look how aggressive he is. Look how aggressive they are.
Right.
Look how many of them.
Right. She getting all the smoke at the yeah.
The other side of this though, staged or not staged, the other side of this.
Look at all them white people.
We're built for this though. No other race of people could deal with this. And you see this, can you guys see this person walking through here? From the video that I was able to see, she looks like she's Asian. Exactly. Right. She just walking through minding her business. Ain't no way she finna stand out there. We are equipped and built to deal with this kind of stuff, staged or not.
Yeah.
We can handle that. Yeah. Nobody else can.
Yeah, I can imagine. So we hearing what they saying. I can imagine what she was giving back.
You better know it.
What she was giving back to them. But it goes back to the point. Great observation. What you said.
Yeah.
She didn't even have no business out there at all. At all, man. Yeah. Yeah. Ole Miss. What? I bet they school song is something terrible.
Oh man, I don't even want to hear it. Baby. Didn't they catch? No, that was Oklahoma a few years ago on that plane, or one of the soccer teams or the men's volleyball team where they were singing the racial. It was some kind of frat song.
I remember that.
Yeah. I think that was University of Oklahoma. But I'm sure, like you said, I'm sure Ole Miss, all those schools, I'm sure they got secret coded songs that they sing about us.
So moving on. I don't have an article. I don't have any notes. I'm just gonna put this up here and ask one question. Where is this next generation headed?
Boy, listen.
Can you guys see what this is? I expect that from him. I expect it from him. This Lil Nas, if you didn't know, I expect that from him. This, I looked this up. This, he like long nails somebody, something or other. This is
ASAP.
I think ASAP Rocky. This is Drake. And this is what really sparked it for me. These are a set of nails, people. A set of nails, like a literal, he went down, sat in somebody's chair, and they put an acrylic set of nails on this dude's hands. I did as much checking, reviewing as I possibly could. For all intents and purposes, this is not a transformer. This is an actual dude. But a lot of the things that I read, I saw, all basically said the same thing. This is the new era. This is something new. We should get used to this. These men should be able to express themselves in any way that they feel. Nobody ever said that nail polish and painted nails were just for women.
Man.
So I don't even know which one of y'all is on at this point. It might be Sheer. So
you ain't really got. I don't know. That's why I said move these down to the bottom. You know, time.
This is the bottom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That what they're doing is conditioning this whole young generation to a whole nother normal that is not normal. We are celebrating mental illness as if it is something, to be celebrated. And you got to think that these kids that's coming up now, just look at your TV. You can't look at a normal commercial of a dish. Just take dishwashing detergent. They gonna have some homosexuals in that commercial. What's happening is that this generation coming up, the more you see something, the more you say to yourself that it's cool, it's normal, it's okay. You dig what I'm saying? And so they are using these people on these pictures, Lil Nas X, Drake. They are paying these niggas, and these niggas is taking this money to normalize this to these kids, to these boys, that hey, it's all right. Pretty soon you're not gonna be able to tell a Negro from a female, because they all doing the same daggone thing. Look, you women go get your nails done, and it's gonna be a nigga sitting next to you getting his nails done too.
And I'm leaving the salon.
And you should. You see what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. Look, I was talking to a brother the other day. I was born in 1973. He was born in Oh, that was Hundo. Me and Hundo. We was talking Hundo while a tune day. Me and Hundo, we was it, bruh. We like the last of the real of the generation. We are that generation that this construct is upset with, because they can't break us down.
We won't conform.
We will not conform. We come up in an era where we call, and this one might get us kicked out, but this truth be told, we came up in the area when we call fags.
Yep.
That's what we called them. A fag would call himself a fag in the area that we came up in.
Ayo, pack your bags.
You understand what I'm saying?
Take your stuff to the vacation house.
But now everything, you can't even look, man. This it bothers me, and they do this stuff, man. And then they look, dude. It bothers me, man. It does. I don't know, man. These niggas out here, they wilding, man. Like, what do you women have to look forward to when this is the product that's coming behind us? And where the parents at? Like, I'm telling y'all, with everything that's in me, if one of my sons walked in his house with some paint on his nails, we tearing up some stuff in his house. Do you understand me?
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, man.
Tell me how you really feel.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Yeah, I agree totally.
T-minus 3 minutes.
We come up in an era where, again, we said the word faggot. Like that was like, it was a
going all in, huh?
We drew the line. Man, one of the best running backs I ever played ball with, he just passed away, Wayne Anthony, 47 years old. And he used to have a saying back in the day. Everybody gonna agree. You can't even say this no more. They had a whole NBA commercial campaign about not saying it. But back in the day, if anybody was suspect or sus in that locker room, you know what he would say? He was like, man, that's gay. Man, you can't do that no more, man. That's gay.
Right.
You can't even say that no more. Somebody, I can't remember if it was Kobe or somebody said that at a basketball game for All-Star Weekend, was like, man, you can't be doing that, man. That's gay. They had 4 or 5 commercials how to not say that. You can't say that to people. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Right.
I can say that. Like Wayne used to say, man, that's gay.
Right.
And again, we come from an era where there was a line. Now, as we talk about on this show all the time, the lines are blurred. Now you got family uncles conforming. See, we won't conform. Most of us will not conform. I ain't never had a tinge of a speck of a thought to even paint any of my nails.
What?
Don't
even put clear fingernail polish on my nails.
I ain't even want to paint my face when I was little for Halloween before this truth. So I don't want no paint on me, no makeup, none of that. So I'm saying all that to say, the men, somebody made a comment about not having the fathers. Mahala, these men need their fathers.
T-minus 1 minute.
They need their fathers. They need the men in their families, the uncles. Even some of the older nephews will tell you, like, man, don't be doing that. Let me come here. Let me pull you to the side.
T-minus 50
my
seconds.
Uncle Snow would have told me back in the day, if my mama had to go to my uncle or my grandfather and tell one of them, your grandson, your nephew been trying to paint his nails, you know what they would have done to me and said, what was you doing? Boy, get in there and take them paint off your nails. Boy, what's wrong with you? But nowadays, it's like, oh, man, times have changed. It's okay when you got the NBA players doing it, you know, because now, like I said, Duke basketball player, he was good. He painted his nails blue for the Sweet 16. He got a whole endorsement. NIL, millions of dollars. So now it's a marketing thing because you got little boys, 8, 9 years old, begging their mama to take them to the mall, not to get a Nintendo game, not to the basketball, not to the YMCA to swim and play basketball. But mama, can you take me to class so I can paint my nails? And their moms be like, okay, not in this house. We don't do that. That's gay. Oh, we're going to
downstairs.
Yes, indeed. Ask him again because I wanted to hear him say
some milk and cookies.
Some milk and cookies.
Take that pen on your nail.
Man, I just it's a no for me. Somebody said I wish a man would approach me with some painted nails. There are certain things that, you know, as a woman, you feel enhance you. Those are things that should be left for women. You know what I mean? Like, there are things about women that men find soft and nurturing. And, you know, I know when I go get my nails done, one of the first things I do is come home and show my husband, look at what I did. Look at how these look. And of course he's going to say they're nice because I think they're nice, but he ain't into all the color and the paint and, you know, the designs that I got with him. He just knows that that's what I like. How you going to tell your son your nails look nice?
Say, man.
Right. Like,
and truth be told, seriously, this dude that was over here in the corner, this dude right here, I actually like this set of nails. That's what caught my attention. I liked the nails, and then I looked and I said, "There's a whole dude out here."
Wow,
just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely
that's
ridiculous.
Crazy, man.
That's
These niggas soft, boy. These niggas soft. These niggas, they ain't even soft. I don't know. We need to go to a thesaurus and find us a synonym for soft.
We got our listeners. All of us gonna be in the vacation.
Yeah, everybody going to time out.
Stuff. Pick up your stuff. Take it with you.
But yeah,
we're
man. Listen, and see, like Mono got 6 and 8-year-old boys. I got a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old nephew. Like, man, what? Man, listen. Boy, we the last of the dime.
Mono said something that real. He said, man, my uncle was kicking my ass for getting in regular trouble. I would have been dead if I did. Say, look here, man.
Oh my gosh, boy.
Look, say, man, people have absolutely no idea. Have no idea how it was coming up in the era that we came up in, man. We came up in for real in a whole nother era.
So I had an aunt that lived in California that used to. Y'all remember Cabbage Patch Dolls when Cabbage Patch first came out? She actually worked for Mattel at that time. So when Cabbage Patch Dolls first came out, she was able to get them. She got 4 Cabbage Patch Dolls, brought them to Texas, and gave them to me, both of my sisters, and gave one to my little brother. My dad about lost his mind.
As should.
He took that Cabbage Patch doll and gave it to the neighbor down the street and pretty much went off on his sister. Don't you bring now another doll in this house. And if we were playing, my brother better not be caught in there playing with no doll. I wish he would. I wish he would. So
better go get him a Tonka truck.
Yeah. You paint your nails? Yes, boy, you better take that off your nails and go in there and pick up a basketball or football or something.
Yep.
It wouldn't have been.
All right. So we got our Beyond Critical Race Theory that we need to get to. And then we have one more topic. So without further ado, Ayo.
Listen, real quick. This is a great one tonight. I think I know the women in my house, my lovely wife and my daughters. I know they watched it. I believe Miss Mono watched it. But we got a great one tonight. I was intrigued by this story. I haven't watched the series yet, but like I said, I know we got folks in the chat that have watched it. Bass Reeves, the Lone Ranger.
That's my dude.
Bass Reeves, y'all. I did a little digging and pull up some stuff. Listen to this. Bass Reeves was the first African American commissioned to serve as a deputy marshal west of the Mississippi River. Well, we've been on Mississippi tonight. He brought to justice over 3,000 criminals and unalived. Well, we're gonna be in the chop out and kill 14 outlaws during his years as a marshal. He was born July of 1838. Now they don't have the exact day where he was born, but he was the first black person commissioned to serve as U.S. Deputy Marshal west of the Mississippi River. Now here we go. Bass was enslaved in Paris, France, or Paris, Texas, by white enslaver George Reeves. There's that Reeves again. That's got to be a connection with Tate Reeves, the governor, and George Reeves. When the Civil War began, George joined the Confederate Army, the slave owner. He joined the Confederate Army and he brought along Bass with him. It is unclear how exactly Bass escaped from George Reeves, but at some point during the Civil War, he did flee to the so-called Indian Territory, where he lived as a fugitive among the Creeks and Seminoles. After the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, Reeves, now so-called free, moved to Van Buren, Arkansas, where he bought land and worked as a farmer and stockman. He married Nellie Jenny and fathered 10 children. Because of his knowledge of the so-called Indian Territory area and fluency in the Creek and Seminole languages, Bass was persuaded to work as a deputy marshal. An excellent marksman, means shooter. Reeves was an imposing figure at 6'2" tall. Bass brought to justice over 3,000 criminals and unalived 14 outlaws during his 36 years as a marshal, garnering a reputation as one of the most successful lawmen of his time. Among those he captured was Bob Dozier, a murderer and cattle and horse thief who eluded Reeves for several years before being tracked down and killed after refusing to surrender. He also tracked down outlaw Tom Story for 5 years between 1884 and 1889, finally killing him in a gunfight. Reeves was noted for his even-handedness, honesty, and integrity. He tracked down and arrested his own son after a 2-week manhunt. Reeves also arrested his church minister for selling illegal alcohol. Reeves was illiterate and often memorized warrants that was read to him by the federal judges or other court officials. Reeves was also skilled at disguising himself and taking on other aliases to assist him in apprehending criminals. Bass Reeves' legendary career as a U.S. Marshal ended in 1907 when the new state of Oklahoma assumed policing duties over the Indian Territory. At the age of 69, Reeves became a policeman for the city of Muskogee in Oklahoma. He worked there for 2 years before failing health forced his retirement. Bass Reeves died on January 12th, 1910 in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Bass Reeves, the Lone Ranger.
Bass Reeves, the real Lone Ranger.
Yeah, what y'all think about that? Pretty cool.
Man, say that's my dude.
Yeah,
Bass Reeves.
That's my
long-time fan.
I was like, I'm doing this, and I haven't watched the series yet, so I'm about to watch it. But I've seen this.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. I came across that story some years ago by Bass, and I was like, I say this the real Lone Ranger.
For real.
And so my wife and I, we used to breed Rottweilers back in the day, and so I haven't owned a Rottie since we moved from Dallas. But I told my wife if I ever get another Rottie, I said, I'm naming my Roddy Bass Reeves.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing it intentionally. So when a white person asks me where that name come from, I can give them the business. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, how'd you get the name?
Looking for altercation.
I'm looking for it.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a cute name for a dog. How would you get it?
Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves.
After you tell them the story, all right, have a good day, sir. Yeah. You won't ask no more.
If he gets that.
Right.
All right. Well, I jumped the gun a little bit. I took us to Beyond Critical Race Theory before the music break. So we'll hit this next music break and then we'll come back with this last banger.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get it.
On my throne, shining we the precious stones. Breastplate, 12 gates, rep the new shalom. Finish when I'm in the spirit, I'ma finish strong. Bronze labor clean, Akio, mirror chrome. Summer David in my soul, sweet honeycomb. Pure gold, paved roads when I'm rolling home. Kodesh to you who was stitched on my dome. Till I die, I'ma ride, finna right my wrong.
But I feel the most high, keeping the commandments to the day I die. All praises to the most high. I feel no man, but I feel the most high, keeping the commandments to the day I die. All praises to the most high.
We gonna keep commands on righteousness. We stand Yahuwah has made his plans to prosper and bring us out. The future is looking bright. Yahuwah maintained his life. His instructions are diamond clear. For wisdom that comes your fear. His commandments will keep you near. Coming back of the multitude, I'm talking about the root Jews. I pray that it's me and you.
We shining, reclining on a Shabbat, looking like diamonds. We shining, reclining on a Shabbat, looking like diamonds. We shining, reclining on a Shabbat, looking like diamonds. We shining, reclining on a Shabbat, looking like diamonds. Feel no man, but I feel the most high, keeping the commandments to the day I die. All praises to the most high. I feel no man, but I feel the most high, keeping the commandments to the day I die. All praises to the most high.
We getting ready for the summer. You heard
Man,
me?
if I could lean all the way back in my chair, if I wouldn't fall, well, I'd be
man.
good.
And what I say, don't mind me. I'm in my Cadillac.
Man,
I got the elbow out the window. You know.
Man, oh, crazy.
Hey,
Man,
that horn.
Them horns and that. Bro, listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
that joint there is nice.
Boy, this summer gonna be.
Messiah TV is in the house.
Elder. Messiah.
My brother. You know, we might need to get him on here, man.
We gotta get Elder.
We got to get Elder on here. I don't know how many people know Elder or not. And actually, I don't believe that I have met him. I've talked to him but I would like to meet him as well. We got to get Eld on here. He doing some great things.
Man, Eld is doing big things. I was able to meet him formally at Hebrew Wall Street a couple of years ago, and then I interviewed him at F3 last year. But yeah, it's time to get him in here, sit down with Sharon, myself, and catch up with him, man. He's doing a lot of stuff with Messiah TV, y'all. So yeah, we got to get him in.
And we thank you as well, man, for allowing us to, to take up real estate on the Messiah TV. It's been a blessing. It really have. That's our station, people.
Our station.
That's our station.
Station for us.
So when they kick us out of here, guess what? We can still talk that talk on the site.
Yeah, because it's it's coming, y'all. It's
I'm just glad y'all know. All right.
It's coming. Malcolm Yahoo, all praises to you, brother. I see you. All praises and thank you as well for that music, man. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So last hot topic of the night. And this one is a doozy here. So I don't know how many of you guys watch the NFL draft 2024. There were quite a few young men in the house, displaying some very interesting fashion. But I was a little bit more taken aback by all the arm pieces that they had with them. That being said, there was a young man that put out a video on TikTok, and I thought Sheer was going to grab the video, and I guess we didn't grab the video. I don't have it either. However, basically what this young man said is that Black athletes, students prefer white women. And from this picture, I can't say that he's wrong. The premise of the conversation or the topic that he threw out there was that generally when white women date these Black athletes, they tend to cater to them. When they go out to eat, they don't mind paying. They don't mind, if nothing else, going half. They're trying to make sure they're good. They're making sure they're okay. Whereas my sisters tend to ask for the bag, especially if they know they got them a prime suspect. They will ask for money to get their hair done, money to get their nails done. If they go out to eat, they definitely don't want to go to a Cheesecake Factory or an Applebee's. They're trying to figure out why they're not going to some of these high-end 5-star restaurants. So for that reason, this guy was saying that a lot of his friends are, D1 players and NFL and NBA prospects. They specifically have told him that's why they prefer white women. My question to you guys, do you think that is fact or fiction? Is that a yes or no?
Yo could probably speak to that better than I can.
I'm not even going to put y'all on the clock on this, so we'll just take this one on out.
It's a fact. And I mean, the video went viral, and the young man has some points. And the points I agree, but there's different levels. And I'll do this quick. So our sisters, yes, they want to go to Chima's. They want to go to Roof Chris because they never been. Most of them.
That's facts. Good perspective.
Has never been.
Oh, nice.
The white girls, man, they like Roof Chris. I'm getting sick of my daddy dragging me out there when family in town, a business meeting, paying $1,300 for 4 people to eat. I don't want to go there no more. I'm good with chicken wings from Applebee's. So it's kind of it's this thing where the sisters, they are out. Some of them may be single moms. So no, they're not bringing lunch to football practice to the University of Alabama. No, they're not going to the University of Oregon, getting off work to take their boyfriend lunch. But the white girl, she got all the time. She got the money. She got the resources. She wants to bring lunch to the brother in front of other brothers and the coaching staff. You know why? That's a good girl right there. You need to keep her. That's a good woman. Mm-hmm. You need to keep her. So then they, oh, she ain't materialistic. She paid for my meals. Cause she got the money. She got the resources. A lot of these sisters, not saying all, but some of them, it's just they haven't had. They're in college, and they, raising a child, or even if they single and don't have a child, they still trying to make sure that they're good because they come from a family where everybody had to kind of fend for themselves. They didn't come from where, even if they come from mom and dad worked a 9 to 5, mom and dad worked 9 to 5 and maybe living from check to check or even poorer or a little bit above check to check. And these white girls, they mom and dad be making 100, 200 grand a year a piece.
That was one of the points that I was gonna make too, is that it got all to do with upbringing.
Right.
I like that perspective that you had as well. With they never been to these places and they see these places, but you got to understand too. I know some of these cats, like know them. I know millionaire white boys that have daughters in these D1 schools. And one in particular, his daughter was going to the University of Texas, whole family of Texas alumni. He had no problem telling us that he was grooming his white daughter to marry a black athlete. You know what I'm saying? And, as part of her education, that was the education that she was getting from the house as well. Now, you got to look at, just like you were saying, Ayob, and like I say, you could be a better testament to this than I can. The white girls, man, when they do stuff like bring sandwiches to the dude to practice and stuff, this is what they see their mamas doing too, for their husbands. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the sisters who normally, just like us, a lot of them as well grow up in single parent homes. They don't know that role of how to take care of and to do for the other. All they know is what they're getting now in the streets. They oversaturated with Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's and Sexy Reds and I can do everything by myself and I don't need a man, and what can you do for me? And I got the WAP and blah, blah, blah. And they thinking that that's good enough. And you got these dudes that's playing D1 football or basketball. They've been treated like royalty all their life because they're good at what they do. And then you got these white girls coming and say, I'm a man and been a man all my life. It ain't nothing more sexier than me than my woman stroking my ego. Let me know that I'm that man. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm doing what it is that I'm supposed to do. And so you got to understand that these brothers don't understand that they Jacob. Now, it go back to the story of Judah. And we can get them to sin. This here is part of the trap too, though. And we can get them to sin and go against what the Most High will want them to do. We can keep them in bondage. I was looking for it, and all praises to the Most High. He brought it to me. Sirach chapter 26 and 19. It said, my son, keep the flower of thy age sound. And it goes on to say, and give not thy strength to strangers. That's a law. That's a command. But these Negroes playing football don't know that they Judah. All they want is to have them a good woman.
That's it. That's all that's on them. Well, because most of them. Oh, go ahead, Sid. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, your mom put something out there where she said they send their daughters to college for husbands. That's exactly what it is. They go to college looking for a husband, a spouse. Because when I was in college, I can tell you right now that 80% of the white girls I went to school with married the guys that they dated in college.
Right.
Yep.
They dated these guys in college, freshman to senior year, and they ended up marrying those same guys. So when I see them on Facebook or I see, class reunion stuff, they married those guys that they dated in college because they go to college looking for their husband.
Right.
Black women go to college looking
for an experience,
a career.
Right.
They're going to college looking for their career.
Right.
Yes, that's what I was. Because I experienced that firsthand. And you look, college football, you can ask any brothers from D1, D2, D3. Listen, the managers, you may have a few boy managers that squirt the water, make sure the pads. Most of them are white
90% of them
women.
are white girls. Yep,
They
you're
will.
absolutely right.
You can't even make it out the field without them trying to squirt a water bottle in your mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The sisters, again, they're career driven. You know what I'm saying? Because the upbringing, man, I'm the first one to graduate from college. Not all, but most. So it's, because I looked at it from that perspective because I've been there and I've seen it, and I'm like, man, that's just like he said, they groom them to preserve.
They groom that, man. That brother,
I didn't know that when I was 18, 19. So I didn't know
some of the stuff that this dude said about his daughter.
I can imagine.
That's exactly what they was doing, and this dude is a millionaire himself. He paying for his daughter's education out the pocket. She ain't getting nothing. You dig what I'm saying? At the University of Texas, man. And so they groomed them for that, man. And them girls go there with that mind state, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of our sisters are losing in that realm, man. Look, all of this stuff is by design. Psalms 83 should be etched in our heads because the conspiracy that these nations have against us is so deep. It's levels to that conspiracy.
Yeah, it's layers to it. You're right. Absolutely.
The other thing that's been added to it, I don't know how much you guys have been paying attention. If you watch commercials, any movies, any new shows, they've now flipped the script. You find a lot of black women with white guys. You didn't see that 15, 20 years ago. It is so prevalent now that it, like I said in the commercials.
Did you just see that picture that you pulled up a while ago? These niggas, Negroes with fingernails and tight pants on.
Prior to that, though, my whole point is they're trying to water everything down. They're trying to make it seem like everything is the same. But it's interesting. I think I mentioned this story once before. We have a family friend whose son was in the NFL, came over for Thanksgiving dinner, and one of the things that his mom kept saying is, I don't want my son to marry a white girl. I don't want my son to marry a white girl, but I don't know how he's going to have a choice because after every single game, they are lined up. They are lined up waiting. Well, guess what? He married a white girl.
Yeah.
But she said he almost has no choice because that's all that's being presented to him because they, as you said, Ayob, they have the money, they have the resources to be in those places.
Yes.
And they do
Black
stuff.
women are not going to those football games and sitting out there and sitting in these tunnels waiting for these guys because they don't have the opportunity to even be in the tunnel.
Yep. Like white girls be doing stuff, be blowing them Negroes' minds. What else say, man? Look, I ain't never seen that before.
There you go. Here it comes. And there it is. And there it is.
Well, guess who coming to dinner?
Yes, indeed. Oh, man.
It ain't never been done before. The real baby cookers. You ain't gonna get that down. Come on, that boy.
Yeah, this is a great show. Man. Hondo, we're going to make sure your information get turned into the correct people. Y'all know anybody that wants to go to the F3 that has not gotten tickets yet, tell them to tune in to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. Shana Yin, we thank you for that track that you got. Man, look, music just getting, you know what I'm saying?
Man, with Jamil, Shana
Yin, yes.
Tragic, man, just wow. All praise to the God, man.
Fabulous.
Spiritual Maintenance, Red Wine, like Shaneen had another single a couple weeks ago they dropped. So
there's some good stuff out there. There's some good stuff. And that artwork, man, I don't know who do Shanayim artwork.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
They artwork be out.
That was amazing.
His name is he is from the homeland. I have to share his profile one day on here. But he do a lot of he did the artwork for mine and Jay Lutz single Growth. He did the artwork for that. He do a lot of great work in Yasharal. He is an Israelite. I want to say he lives in Cameroon or maybe Congo. I forget his name. Awesome stuff, man.
I think Shaka Boom telling us to end this thing.
Okay. Look at
No, she said, Johnny said.
I know that what she said. I think she sent the messages though. Hey, she said, what she said is good night.
She must have gave Wani the look and he said twice out.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, it's been great. I appreciate you, Ayob. I'll see you back here next week. Sister Delta, we thank you for your time, and we may have a special guest in next week as well.
Check email, Miss Mono. Check email again.
You gotta check yours.
I did already. I did.
Yeah, that's why she said check hers again.
Check it again, Miss Mono. Check it
again. Yeah. All right, then. But yeah, we'll see y'all this same time next week. What we got an outro? We got another.
We do, of course.
Okay, then. Yeah, just go out rolling.
No man, but I've been
Gotta stay strong. We done suffered too long. Gotta stay strong. We done suffered too long. Take a child from the tribe. Judah, listen. Prophecy is in the scriptures, learn his logic, gain some wisdom, dripping swaggers in my fringes, all about the Lord's business, spreading truth, teaching knowledge, heal my people from the toxins, follow laws and stay in power, we the chosen, straight from Abba, loyal to the truth, in my roots, King DNA, do it for the prophets, yeah, they all long for this day, for God to manifest and lead his people on the way, all tribes of Israel planted on them holy gates, we the true children of God, taking position, can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it, we the true children of God, taking position, and can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it, killing the old man, the spirit on go, walking in all white, my God cleanse my soul, purge the old man, yeah, he's no more, I found the true light, my father's on the throne, get a mission is salvation, glory to our creator, chose us out these races, yeah, a holy nation, I don't follow tradition, like a Muslim or Christian, yeah, I know the Most High, created existence, trying to stay in this grace, last days we living, yeah, these lyrics be my prayers, plus my sins of repentance, get it, we the true children of God, taking position, can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it, we the true children of God, taking position, and can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it, gotta stay strong, we done suffered too long, gotta stay strong, we done suffered too long, gotta stay strong, we done suffered too long, gotta stay strong, we done suffered too long. We the true children of God, taking position, can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it, we the true children of God, taking position, can't nothing stop us now, they about to witness, rose from the valley of bones, full of the spirit, and keep on preaching the word, let them hear it,